I didn't hear you.
And some things hadn't changed at all the time.
Well, it's way past my bedtime. Don't criticize me for not hearing.
Joe, talk a little bit about how you enjoyed the experience.
Oh, it was great. Really great time. Wish we played a little better, but I think they played hard, and without much coaching, they did a good job. I was really impressed with several of the players' attitude. Really tried there at the last. They got fired up, but the baskets just didn't fall there at the last. I think it was a futile effort without the experience of practicing and having an offense that we could go to, kind of stymied them there in the last. But I want to tell you, I've watched this Dominican Republic team practice. I've really been impressed with the way that Coach Calipari has got the tempo established in both these offense and these defense. It's really been impressive, and I thought their team played great teamwork. They worked the back doors, they worked the pick and roll, they got the ball to the open man, and they played defense. They pounded the boards, and when you got two players like Sosa and Garcia, they were no surprise to us. They really played great. But they also got some great play from their other players. I thought Horford played well, and the substitute big man, John, that you put in, I don't know much about him, but he really played well.
You know what I liked was the introduction. You have to understand, this was like an NBA playoff environment. Del Harris, who's never seen this, is looking at me saying, like, what is this? This is like an NBA playoff. Look at these people. And then the introductions, how they went. And then when they introduced Coach Crum, and it was that much of a positive thing. And then when they coached my partner here, when they introduced my partner here, and the place went bonkers. I mean, come on. Now you just want to have a good game, because that stuff there just shows what our fans are about. And I just hope everybody enjoyed themselves.
John, what's it like for you to be on the other side watching these 8 guys that you've coached and maybe saying, hey, watch out for this or that? What's it like being on the other side with those guys?
I wanted them to play well. I wanted them just because they're my family, and I wanted them to play well. And Tayshaun and Rondo and Jody and Nazi and even Keith have been so good to me. I want those guys to play well. We wanted to win too. But I'm watching that way. The other thing is, I did not go out that tunnel. I will never go out that tunnel. I went out the other tunnel and came in on our side, even though I was sitting on the wrong bench. But, just the environment, man, are you kidding me? And it was, now we just need to do the same in Louisville.
John, does that say something, if anything, about your team's tough-mindedness to, even though they were the road team and all of that, to play well?
They came up to me because they knew I wanted to sub some guys in. And they all came up to me and said, Cal, coach this game to win. This is big for us back in our country. Coach this to win. We want. And I did. And I told the bench, look, I'm not subbing a whole lot. We're going to play it out. And, guys made big shots, big threes. And Edgar Sosa, I love him. I love his game. I love how he plays. Francisco, when he screws up, he knows it, and he points at me, that was mine. You don't even have to stay, no. And it's coaching professionals. They're all, except Orlando Sanchez, who is really good. He gives us that defender, that athlete, that thing that you need that plays off of Edgar and those other guys. So we just need to find a couple more guys who can go in there and help us.
John, with as much fun as this exhibition was, you're also trying to prepare this team for the tournament. Is this the kind of competition that they needed going in?
That's why we did it. We were trying to get a national team to come in. We were trying to see if we could go somewhere against the national team. And then we just came up with the idea, why don't we play our guys? They'll play. We can sell out this building and make it a good event for everybody. And when it sold out in a few hours, that's why we said, well, let's do another one in Louisville. We called for Freedom Hall. They had a concert, so we're playing it young. But we're trying to prepare our basketball team. And again, they played hard now, and they played to win. The pros, they did. And we had to finish. You know what they said the last 4 minutes? This is where we were against Puerto Rico 3 years ago, and we lost the game. Now let's finish the last 4 minutes. And that was their mentality. So I'm having fun coaching them because they've responded, they want to be coached, they love the dribble drive, they love the spacing of the court. We got a lot of things we got to tweak that I saw today, but we'll watch the tape and we'll try to figure things out.
Coach Hall. Joe, do you think tonight, the way your team had the green light beyond the three-point arc, does that put to rest any notion that you won't let your guard shoot?
I didn't care what they did. They're pros. They wanted to win. They did what they thought they had to do to win. And I just enjoyed having a good seat there on the bench. Not a lot you can do. Kind of balance the time they play. Try to keep them fresh. Give a little consideration for the older ones. They're going to tire quickest. And the main thing is, in an all-star setting like that, is there are two things that you try to do. You try to get them to play defense, convert defensively, know who to guard, know who they can help off of. And that was a lot to get across to this group in a short period of time. We had no offense. We had no practice to give them an offense. So really, to judge them by a game like this is a little unfair. I think that the main thing, they gave effort. There was a couple of times when we cut it to 5 and missed a couple of shots that we should have made that would have kind of given them the momentum to get back in the game. But I was proud of them. I thought I don't want to single anyone out because they all played hard. They all wanted to win, and sometimes they played too hard.